An easy-going 5 days itinerary with the best that Berlin has to offer. Visit Berlin's top attractions, museums and landmarks, get some rest in the peaceful Tiergarten Park and have a lovely day out in beautiful Potsdam. So, if you're looking to visit the Pergamon Museum, walk under the Brandenburg Gate and view the Reichstag, then take a look below at this 5 days Berlin itinerary. Attractions in Berlin, Germany. Day 1 starting from Berliner Dom through the Altes Museum and ending at the Pergamon Museum. Start time: 9 o'clock Berliner Dom. Duration: 1 hour. Built between 1894 and 1905, the Berliner Dom is located on Museum Island in Berlin and serves as a Baroque cathedral. It is Berlin's biggest Protestant church and it also functions as part of the dynasty of Prussian Hohenzollern. 0.2 km, 2 minutes walking start time, 10 o'clock Altes Museum. Duration: 3 hours. Within the world of neoclassical architecture, the Altes Museum is among the most important works. The museum was built between the year 1823 and 1830 and the style reflects ancient Greek architecture. In 1904, the Altes Museum became the home of its well-known collection of classical antiquities including ancient Greeks, Romans and Etruscans. 0.7 km, 9 minutes walking start time, 1310 Pergamon Museum. Duration: 3 hours. The Pergamon Museum was originally built to hold items that were found during the excavation of the Berlin Museum. One of these items was the Pergamon altar frieze, which was discovered in 1886. Today, the Pergamon Museum holds 3 museums: the collection of classical antiquities, the Museum of Islamic Art and the Museum of the Ancient Near East. Some of the things that contributed to this were the Market Gate of Miletus, the Ishtar Gate and the Pergamon altar. Day 2 starting from Gendarmenmarkt through the Brandenburg Gate and ending at the Reichstag. Start time: 9 o'clock Gendarmenmarkt. Duration: 1 hour. Gendarmenmarkt is one of Europe's most beautiful squares surrounded by 3 beautiful landmarks: the Konzerthaus, the Französischer Dom and the Deutscher Dom. Located in this square's center is a sculpture of the German poet Friedrich Schiller. 0.5 km, 6 minutes walking start time, 10:05 Unter den Linden. Duration: 1 hour. Unter den Linden is Berlin's main thoroughfare going all the way from East Berlin to the west side. It got its name from the linden trees planted all along the long avenue. This boulevard stretches from Museum Island's Schlossbrück all the way to the Pariser Platz's Brandenburger Gate. 0.9 km, 11 minutes walking start time, 11 to 15 Holocaust Memorial. Duration: 1 hour and 30 minutes. The Memorial to the Murdered Jews of Europe is a Holocaust monument located in the center of Berlin, very close to the Brandenburg Gate. The impressive iron monument was built by the architect Peter Eisenman and was presented on May 2005. .6 km, 7 minutes walking 1250 Brandenburg Gate. Duration: 1 hour. The Brandenburger Tor, also known as the Brandenburg Gate, is one of Berlin's most visited attractions and one that once symbolized the divided city of Berlin for many years. The gate served as the main entrance to the city of Berlin when it was first built, while much later, before the two parts were united, visitors would come to Brandenburg Gate to climb to its observation tower simply to see the other side of Berlin. 0.5 km, 6 minutes walking start time, 13:55 Reichstag. Duration: 1 hour. The Reichstag building, the location of the German parliament, was first constructed in 1894. Originally, the Reichstag building consisted of 4 wings, 2 indoor courtyards and a chamber. After the fire in the building in 1933, its original hall was completely destroyed and had to be demolished, as the building's dome. The building was restored only in 1961 to become the meeting site for the Parliamentary Committee. Day 3 starting from DDR Museum through the Alexanderplatz and ending at the East Side Gallery. Start time: 10 o'clock DDR Museum. Duration: 1 hour and 30 minutes. The DDR Museum in Berlin is a privately owned institution that serves as one of the most visited Berlin museums. The museum's focus is the everyday life in GDR and is a place where visitors can get a glimpse into what life was like in East Germany. 0.6 km, 8 minutes walking start time, 11:35 Fernsehturm duration, 30 minutes. Fernsehturm is Berlin's television tower standing more than 360 meters tall, and as such, it is Berlin's tallest structure which can be seen from virtually every part of Berlin. This idea for a tower was first raised in 1958 as part of the East Germany's government efforts to have an iconic office tower in place. 0.5 km, 7 minutes walking start time, 12:10 Alexanderplatz duration, 1 hour. Named to honor the Tsar of Russia, Alexander I, much of Berlin's urban history can be reached through this square. (1.3 km, 16 minutes walking start time, 13:25 Markisches Museum duration, 1 hour. The Markisches Museum, set up in a red brick church, tells the story of Berlin's history through several themed rooms. Each intends to show a different aspect of the culture and lifestyles of those who live in Berlin in different periods of time. Much of the museum's focus is on the evolution of Berlin and the region of Brandenburg. The evolution is traced by the museum's collection of models, sculptures, coins, posters, and weapons. (2.3 km, 29 minutes walking start time, 14:55 East Side Gallery duration, 1 hour and 30 minutes. The East Side Gallery can be found on the most significant remaining part of the Berlin Wall. It is over a kilometer long and can be found spread out along the Spree River's banks. In fact, it is the world's longest open-air gallery. Day 4, starting from Kunstmarkt through the Tiergarten and ending at the Potsdamer Platz. Start time: 9 o'clock. Kunstmarkt duration: 1 hour. Kunstmarkt is the first, busiest, and the largest flea market to be found in the area of Berlin. You can find here antiques, old records, and jewelry. (1.3 km, 17 minutes walking start time, 10:15 Tiergarten duration, 1 hour and 30 minutes. Tiergarten is Berlin's oldest public park and is quite large as a park within a big city such as Berlin. (1.7 km, 21 minutes walking start time, 12:05 Gemäldegalerie Gallery duration, 2 hours. The Gemäldegalerie Gallery is an art museum in Berlin that holds one of the most prestigious collections of paintings done in Europe between the 13th and 18th centuries. 0.7 km, 9 minutes walking start time, 14:15 Museum for Film and Television duration, 1 hour and 30 minutes. The Film Museum in Berlin has a permanent exhibit called simply Film that walks visitors, step by step, through the important milestones that have taken place in world of cinema since its early days in the silent films industry. (0.2 km, 2 minutes walking start time, 15:45 Potsdamer Platz duration, 30 minutes. Potsdamer Platz is among Europe's liveliest and busiest squares. During the 1920s and 1930s, Potsdamer Platz was one of the main transportation hubs in Europe, but after being badly destroyed at World War II, it was renewed and reopened in 1998. Check out the Sony Center while you're there, and especially its impressive glass dome. The center is a complex that has an office tower and an IMAX theater, cafes, and restaurants. Note that the Kohlhof building, located right next door, has an observation deck 93 meters up. Day 5 Potsdam. Start time: 9 o'clock Potsdam duration, 5 hours and 30 minutes. Potsdam, a UNESCO World Heritage City, once the home of the Prussian royalty and today well known for its elegant palaces and stately homes. While there, visit the city's attractions such as the Glienicke Bridge, the lovely Russian colony, the charming new Palais Palace, the impressive Sanssouci Palace and the Dutch Quarter in the city center.